Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Kingdom Cash Charles Dyson. In this video, I'm going to be going over lot sizes and counting pips, right? I want to make this as simple and easy as possible, right? I'm going to go over lot sizes first, and then we're going to discuss counting pips, all right? Lot sizes, it's extremely important for you to understand lot sizes because this right here, this one topic, making a mistake with this is going to cost you a lot of money, right? So I want to make sure you got this. You have to get this conversion of transferring a lot size into a dollar amount, right? It's extremely important to understand what I'm about to go over right before you place your first live trade, all right? So here's the thing. A lot size, right? Let's say 0.01, right? Now this is what you would enter into MetaTrader 4 to let the trading software know how much money per pip that you actually want to risk in your trades, right? So the conversion is simple. It's really simple. And you have to just get used to making the conversion, right? And in the beginning, it can take time. But in this video, if I do a good job, you guys should walk away with absolutely no problem understanding how to make this conversion, all right? So I'm going to go over a couple of examples, right? So 0.01, right? And if we want to transition this lot size into money, the actual dollar amount per pip that you would risk in a trade, right? That would actually equal 10 cents, right? That's the amount of money that would be 10 cents. What did I do? All I did was move the decimal point one time to the right. That's it, right? That's literally the conversion. But like I said, in a little bit, you'll understand how important this is, right? So let's do it again. 0.01, right? If I move the decimal point one time to the right, what it would look like is this, right? That's what it would look like. But we don't look at money this way, right? If I put a money sign here, all that's missing is the zero, right? And that still says 10 cents, right? So all you just got to remember is move the decimal point one time to the right. And if you're dealing with what we like to call a mini lot, you just add the zero behind it, right? But to make it cleaner, this is what we do. 0.1, move the decimal point to the right one time, and that equals 0.10, 10 cents, right? So that's literally the conversion, all right? So let's go over quite a few of these, right? So you walk away understanding how this works. So if 0.01 equals 10 cents per pip, then what does 0.02 equal? 0.2, right? And just add the zero on the back. That's 20 cents per pip, okay? All right, so let's do another one, 0.07, right? That's the lot size. What would that be in money? You should be answering faster than I can write. 70 cents per pip, right? Simple, right? So you should have this down pat, 0.09, right? That equals 90 cents per pip, right? Simple enough, right? Okay, so now let's keep going. All right, following the same principle, what would 0.10 be? Decimal point one time to the right, right? How much money would that be? 1.0. Same principle. Add a zero to the back. So now this is $1 per pip. But do you understand the significance between this and that? This is only 10 cents per pip, but this is actually $1 per pip. So if you make a mistake, right? If you make a mistake, you think that when you're placing your trade, you're only doing 10 cents a pip. But if you type that in and you think you're doing 10 cents a pip, no, you're actually doing $1 per pip. So that's why this is extremely important. You don't want to make a mistake like that, okay? You don't want to make a mistake like that. So you have to have this conversion down. All right, so 0.40. What is that? You should be saying it faster than I can write it. $4 a pip. All right, so what's this? 0.61, right? Ooh, threw a curveball in there. Look at this. What would that be? 6.10. $6.10 per pip. All right, so what would this be? 9.3 equals, you should have this conversion down by now. It's really, oh, I see, I almost messed up talking to y'all. Right, 9.30, right? So this conversion is very, very, very simple, okay? All right, so now let's do another one. Let's do a few more. Lot size, 1.00. What would that be? Let's do the conversion. 1 times to the right, 10.0. What do we do? Add a 0 on back. That's $10 per pip. What would this be? Okay. Excuse me. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1 time to the right, right? So it would be 40.0. Add a 0, that's $40 per pip, right? What would this be? Let's do 5.34. What would that be? This is the lot size, right? Convert it, move that 1 time to the right, 53.4. And then you just add the 0. That would be $53.40 per pip. And you'll get so good at this that you're able to look at it and just do the math in your head, right? So that's one conversion. But then Forex is so cool, right? Because it's a $5.3 trillion per day industry. So eventually, right? Eventually you'll be putting in lot sizes like this. What's that, right? 100.0, right? We move the decimal point 1 time to the right. 0. That would be $100 per pip. So what would this be? Right? This would be 400.0. Add a 0 on the back of that. That would be $400 per pip. So what would this be? 23.46. What would that be? Right? Same principle. Move the decimal point 1 time to the right. 234.6. Add the 0 on the back. $234.60 per pip. So literally, this is how you convert your lot sizes into money, right? And you have to understand this conversion, because you don't want to say to yourself, okay, I want to do $5 per pip in my trade. And then you enter 5.00, because that's not $5 per pip. In fact, that would be $50 per pip. And if you only have a $600 account, right, then that means in only about 12 trades, right, or 12 actually pips that you could blow this account if you had a $600 account. Yep, 12 pips. In 12 pips, you would blow that account if you made that mistake. All right, with a $600 account, you thought you were putting in $5 per pip, which you shouldn't do anyway. But if you were to do that, you think you're putting in $5 per pip and you put 500 into MetaTrader 4? No, that's actually $50 per pip. So you have to be able to make this conversion. If you want to only do 30 cents per pip, right, you would not write this in MetaTrader 4. No. If you only want to do 30 cents per pip, you would enter this into MetaTrader 4, right? Because this in money equals that, right? And then just add the 0 on the back. So that would be 30 cents per pip, all right? So I wanted to make sure I went through that. If you need to, watch it over again. But its conversion is very simple and easy to make. And you want to triple check before you push buy or sell in MetaTrader 4 that you have your conversion the right way. Now, we're going to talk about counting pips. This is another thing that I struggled with in the beginning, and I want to make sure that you guys don't have that same experience. So what we're going to do, there's only one rule you need to remember. Any pair you trade, right, is going to have, it's going to look like this, 1.12345. Let's just say that, right? Any pair you trade will have 5 numbers after the decimal point, except for JPY pairs. Any pair that has JPY in it is only going to have 3 numbers after the decimal point, right? 3 numbers after the decimal point, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go over how to count these pips, right? How to do it quick and easy, all right? You can even do it in your head, right? But if you need a calculator, you can do it on a calculator. So let's use this example, 1.12494, right? And we want to count how many pips, right? It is to 1.212035, all right? We want to know how many pips it is from 1.1249 to 1.12035, right? Now, you should already know what a pip is. A pip is a unit of measure, right? If you went through IML Academy, a pip is a unit of measure in Forex, right? So we use a ruler to measure things, right? We use a ruler to measure this. We use a thermostat to measure temperature. In Forex, we use what's called pips. It's just a unit of measure, right? So we need to count how many pips it would be from here to here, right? So here's what all you need to remember, right? Don't let this decimal point right here scare you, all right? The last number never matters, right? The last number never matters. That's rule number 1, right? Rule number 2, get rid of any of the same number. All right, so now what are you left with? 49 and 3. What's the difference between 49 and 3? 46. It's that simple. That's how you count pips, right? I struggle with this. You wouldn't believe how long I struggled understanding this, but this right here is literally how you count pips, all right? So let's do one more example just so it's clear, all right? Just so it's clear. All right, so if you want to count from 1.12355 to 1.11462. All right, what's rule number 1? Last number does not matter. Last number does not matter. Rule number 2, eliminate any number that is the same. Okay? And what are you left with? Look, don't even let the decimal scare you. What are you left with? 235146, right? What's the difference between those two numbers? Answer would be 89 pips. It's that simple. 89 pips is the difference, all right? So let's do an example with a pair that has JPY, right? The Japanese yen in it, right? So let's take, for example, let's say USD JPY, right? JPY pairs only have 3 numbers after the decimal, right? So let's say 111.691 and 111.419, right? Same rules apply. Same rules apply. Last number doesn't matter, right? Eliminate all the numbers that are the same. What are you left with? 69, take away 41. 69 minus 41, what's that going to be? 28 pips. It's that simple. 28 pips. That's how you count pips, all right? Let's do one more, just to make sure you understand this. One more example, okay? We're going to say 111.834, and we're going to do 110.4 4, 3, 6. What's rule number 1? Last number doesn't matter. Get rid of it. Rule number 2, eliminate all the numbers that are the same, right? So now, if you eliminate all the numbers that are the same, what are you left with? Don't let the decimal scare you. 183, we're just gonna remove the decimal. Forget the decimal, it doesn't even exist. 183 minus 43, right? Just the 0 doesn't matter, right? So 183 minus 43 would be 140. It's 140 pips. That's the difference. So that's how easy converting lot sizes and counting pips are. If you need to watch this video again, watch it again. Make sure you understand what I've gone over in this video, especially the conversion of the lot sizes. All right? Go ahead and move on to the next video. Thanks for watching.